You've definitely been in this situation. You're sitting there, scrolling through TikTok or YouTube Shorts, and suddenly you come across some cool bug, trick, or life hack. But, as is usually the case, it turns out to be fake. You'd like to check it out, but you're too lazy, right? Today I'll do it for you. I've selected a few videos that we'll watch and check out together. I promise it will be interesting, so I advise you to watch until the end. How to see an enemy through a wall in Train. The enemy is visible on the radar, which means that the author of the video seems to have seen him through 3 walls. Knowing Valve, I wouldn't be surprised if such a bug really existed. But let's check it out. I stand in roughly the same place as in the video. I can't see anything. I moved the bot to the right, to the left, it didn't help. I spawned another one, ran around, stared at the wall, same result. So, this bug has already been fixed. Silent jump on Inferno. This would be the top analog of the old balcony jump, which, by the way, no longer works. So I'm in place. I lean against the corner and aim as shown in the video. I press Shift W plus space, nothing happened. But on the second try, I aimed correctly and everything worked perfectly. I landed without making a sound. One-way smoke. The next video is about one-way smoke. Although I am skeptical about such things, it looked interesting, so I decided to check it out. I stand as in the video and throw smoke. It doesn't work very well the first time. The enemy can see us, and it's definitely not one way. But when I throw it a little differently, we are completely invisible. Yes, the visibility is reduced, but the opponent won't be able to spot us, and it's a really effective smoke for a frag. And now, another bug. If it works, it's a real cheat. Due to an incorrect collision of the stairs, you can see players running in secret, even through the smoke. And with an AWP, it's an easy frag. I throw smoke near the red box. Let's assume that the tears through it and run to the stairs. I climbed back and forth and seemed to have found something. There was a small gap, but then it disappeared, and no matter what I did, I couldn't find it again. I tried different things. I even thought it was because of the video settings. I set them to minimum. Nothing changed. I threw smoke in another place. Nothing. I started shooting at the pipe, thinking that the bullet would make a hole and I would see something. And only then did I realize that it was just a visual texture. Funny? Not really. The disappointment was so great that I even bought Scout like in the video, but it still didn't work. I don't know how I managed to see anything at the beginning. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but the bug is really the most cheaty thing ever. TikTok says that there is a TV with an image of the old version of CS, and supposedly you can jump into the room through an area without invisible texture. It looks dubious because of the splicing in the video, but I tried it. I set up a bot and looked for the same spot. I jumped for a long time, to no avail. I decided to look for the edge of the texture that I could possibly jump on. I saw it, but no matter how hard I tried, nothing worked. That didn't stop me. A double boost should have helped. Spoiler, it didn't. The author simply tricked us. This room will remain inaccessible to ordinary players, although you can throw weapons there. The following video states that this gap cannot be shot through, and it is safe to stand behind it. However, we know that the boards on Ancient can be shot through. A player standing there usually receives several bullets or becomes a spectator. If this trick really works, it is quite powerful. As you can see on the screen, the bullets really don't go through. It's like shooting at iron, but there is a nuance. The area is very small, and it is difficult to stand in the right place. I roughly marked the position, put the bot there, it didn't help him much. Therefore, if you take this position, keep in mind that sometimes it will really protect you. Invisible texture on the A plant. This video really surprised me. The guy from CT climbed onto the A plant thanks to some invisible texture. I tried it, nothing worked. I even wanted to turn on no clip for fun and say, wow, the trick works. But I looked at the video again and decided to try again. And I did it. To make this climb, you need to hover over the center of the spot, hold down W plus space, and only then crouch. Well, easy is an exaggeration. In 10 minutes, I only managed to do it 4 times. I still haven't found a method that works 100% of the time. If anyone knows how to do this consistently, please write in the comments. I'd be grateful. The trick works, although by the time I perform it, I'll be killed 100 times. This video shows a smoke that behaves unusually for some reason. You need to aim at the spot, stand in the corner, and keep your sight steady. It looks impressive. Let's check it out. I find the spot, repeat the actions from the video, nothing. But on the second try, everything works. It seems that some texture affects the smoke. Perhaps it's because of the curved model of the canvas. Who knows? Thanks to the developers, they say that if you take Negev, run and spam shift, the character moves faster and silently. Let's check it out. I show movement in the usual way and with shift spam. And it's true. We move faster and almost silently. It's something like squats in Rust. Those who know, know. You can look at the vel indicator, which shows the speed, but this feature causes the keys to stick. Now imagine such a thing right in the main menu of the game. What kind of madness is this? Even if it ever existed, Valve has definitely fixed it by now. But no, you can literally fill your main menu with different textures. Everything you have in your inventory. How? I'll show you now, but this secret is exclusively for those who have already subscribed and liked the video. So select any model, a weapon, a sticker, even a music set, and drag it with the left mouse button. Simultaneously hold down the right mouse button and press escape. If it doesn't work, just select any weapon in your inventory and put it back in its place. Then you can safely drag any items from the bottom tab and do the really important stuff in the main menu. Next, another silent jump, this time on Mirage. It looks simple, but it's not. You need to aim to the right of the grass. Although, I tried to the left, back and forth, nothing worked. Until finally, the jump was successful. The mechanics are very difficult to implement, but it works. To do this, hold down Shift and press the S and A buttons. I managed to do this trick twice in a row, but honestly, I would like to have a reliable way to repeat it every time. If I could also throw smoke when exiting, that would be great. But for now, it's easier to die than to mess around with these pixels. Nevertheless, the trick works. How can you jump silently through a window? That's exactly what the author of the following video shows. Of course, I didn't manage it on the first try. My hands are still clumsy, but on the third try, everything worked out. And although I can't say that it's a completely silent jump, the enemy will still hear the moment of acceleration. Such a trick really exists. I knew it would work because I've been filming CS videos for over a year, and I know about this mechanic. By the way, it seems like you can do the same thing on stairs. I often play this way. I throw a regular smoke, then jump with Tetris, and right before landing, I press S, back. There is no landing sound. Now I know that you can do something similar through a window. Subscribe, please. The next topic is shooting from the site into a hiding place where players often hide. I took the same position as in the video, and yes, you can shoot through. If someone is standing and watching the car, bam, and is already watching their teammates play. How about this? Through the building, you can see guys running along long base. A year ago, I released a video where I tested this bug, and it worked. As of now, the gap is still there. You can sit and wait for a player from long. Here's another fact that blew my mind. If you shoot a player in the head, the camera darkens faster than when you shoot them in the torso. I asked my assistant to kill me in 2 ways. And as you can see, it's true, 2,000 hours in CS, and only now did I find out about this. Trash! There are 2 more commands that change the texture of the water. I enter the first one, and the glare disappears. The water becomes calmer, the second command, and it's black as night. It's not fake, but there's little practical sense in it. You still can't see anything through the water. And finally, the last point for today. Shooting through shorts. Players often take up positions on the box. And that's where you can shoot them. It works! I even managed to hit it on the first try, which is rare for me. Well, if you listened to the end, it means the video was interesting, and be sure to like it. Thanks for watching, see you next time.